What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Almond Brown '09 coming at you guys today with another episode of My Reality. The Big Brother season 22 All-Star episode 5 recap. So I'm going to let you guys know how I felt about what went on. Lord. So we start off, Memphis has won the head of household finally for the first time in history. Yay! Okay, but so he and Cody now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do as far as who he's gonna nominate. Well, I'll say they are gonna nominate because yeah, Memphis is the head of household, but we all know that he and Cody are working together. They're thick as thieves, so they're trying to figure out who they're gonna put up. And of course they call out Janelle and Kesar, just anyways, but I don't know why Janelle has like this false sense of security with Memphis because this is 2 weeks in a row that he's wanting to put her up. So I really wish Janelle would just watch her back and not think that because they're just the old heads in the game that they're gonna be together with this because they are plotting and planning from day one to put Janelle and Kesar up. They just haven't done it yet because of the safety suite from last week. So then you have them talking about the code commission. So is Cody, Memphis, Danny, Nicole F, Tyler, and Christmas. And Christmas. So they're talking about, oh, they're going to be safe, and they're trying to have gameplay about the whole safety suite. Now, Memphis is really, oh my gosh, he's aggravating me more than Enzo was last week. So Memphis is really trying to make everybody play the safety suite just so that way he and Cody will be safe next week. So he was talking to Nicole F and he talked to Nicole F, Danny, they said no. They were not falling for it. He talked to Nicole A. She said no. So everybody that he talked to was pretty much like, why would I do that and then waste my chances of needing it down the line? And so it's almost like he was bullying everybody to do it. I told everybody in the household that nobody is safe. Everybody needs to play, especially people in their alliance, so that way it won't look like that way it won't look like that they're in an alliance, but they are. So, but so when it did come down to the safety suite, listen, David already knew that. David had a feeling, I guess, that he was gonna get put up anyway, so there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it for him. He was gonna go play the safety suite, and I'm glad he did. But it's like, come on, David, you should have had this same fire from day one. From day one, but I'm glad he did not use his safety suite pass last week because that would have been a bust. He would have already been up on the block. So everybody going around trying to figure out who's going to do what. Ian and Christmas, they talk to each other, so it's almost like they're going to be in a sort of an alliance. During the episode, you had Dan Bailey and Davon talking about their experiences as being, chocolate girls, that black girl magic, and who was it? Well, Davon was, she cried in her confessional about, the names that she was being called as a young child or as a young adult or whatnot, being called certain names that, why even bring it back up? So, but yeah, like that was a good episode that they even show a good part that they even show because they will edit out a whole lot of stuff. So I guess they're showing the side of I guess that personable side of all of the players, like they did with Kesar last week, talking about, um, you know, his experience and everything of that nature. And so the have and have nots, it was crazy. The have and have nots had to choose others to, well, the have nots had to choose others to be a have not. So it sucked. And I know for David, he was already worried. But Memphis chose David as his replacement for a have not. Ian chose Nicole F. Well, actually, Nicole F. She volunteered because she said she didn't want Ian. She didn't want him to freak out. Which he did it like he was about to freak out because he didn't want to choose nobody. But as soon as they said you had to choose somebody else, everybody was looking around like, Don't choose me. Don't choose me. It's like it was no eye contact between none of the people they had to choose and the ones that were being chosen. Nicole chose Christmas, and she accepted it with open arms or whatever. So, and Kevin chose Kesar. Of course, Kesar was a little upset, but hey, whatever. Hopefully he'll get through this week. But David is like really, really worried. David came into this episode worried. So, like I told you guys, I don't watch the live feeds, and I'm thinking about. Well, I looked at it. I don't normally watch it, but I looked at it yesterday because somebody was just like, "You need to watch the live feeds." But watching the live feeds is like watching fast drying paint dry slow. It's boring. It's so boring. It's like, okay, what camera do you look at? Okay, you trying to listen to what they're saying, but it's so many. Oh, it's so slow. I don't see why I can't sit up there and watch that. My attention span is child. I can't do it. So I'll try again to watch. Maybe I was tired, but I don't think I was. It's they're boring. I'm sorry. They're boring. I tried Sephora, but I can't. It's just so boring. Oh my gosh. But anyways, Memphis wants. While I talked about that, Memphis wanted everybody to play the safety suite. Danny, Nicole F said no. Nicole A and Ian also said no, that they weren't gonna do it. I was shocked that Cody played. I thought he was gonna sit out, but at the same time he said, he didn't want to make Memphis feel some type of way about not playing the safety suite. This week was just, I don't know, it was just kind of intense because Memphis really didn't show his hand to everybody. He was pretty much, now he was consistent about telling everybody, you need to you need to play the safety suite, you need to play the safety suite. So he was consistent about that, but I don't know. And Enzo, the only thing I heard from Enzo was, I don't want to die fat. That's all I remember him saying was that he didn't want to die fat. Anything else, child, Enzo was ghost to me this week, just like Christmas was last week. Christmas came a little bit to the forefront this week. So I think she's going to be a little bit of a force to be reckoned with. I'm not sure, but I'll keep my eye on her, when I see her, because she's still a little bit ghost. She done got a little bit of her tone back. That way I can see her. But yeah, But okay, so the Renegades, was Dan and Memphis when it was their season. So Memphis is intimidated by little old Ian, but everybody knows Ian is very calculated, but you can't really tell what's going on in his mind. So he does not really show his hands right now, and he's not necessarily an emotional person. So you can't really feed off of that or his body language, especially not his body language, because Ian, and I see now what he was saying by him being on the spectrum, and some they have their little twerks and everything like that, and he rocks a lot. So you really can't go off of, oh, I'm feeding off of his body language. So, but Ian, like I really think Ian is going to get far, but Memphis is so intimidated by him because Dan beat Memphis on their season, and then Ian beat Dan. But because Dan and Memphis are still friends, he want to get Ian out. Why? Ian won fair and square on his season, Memphis. But anyway, so it was 7 people actually played in the safety suite. It was David, Cody, Ian, Bailey, Kevin, Christmas, and Davon. I just knew David was gonna win. He was doing so good. I mean, I wish he would have won, but he didn't. So Christmas actually won. She was the fastest at 1 minute and 38 seconds playing. What was it? What was the name of their game? Getting tipsy. Getting tipsy. Okay, but yeah. So Christmas actually won, and then she gave the safety pass to Ian. So after their little talk, I guess Ian did kind of get to her, but she was trying to, she had a little gameplay going on with that. So she went back and told Memphis after she gave the safety pass to Ian that Ian could be an ally to them, but Memphis was not going for it. And then here comes Cody tiptoeing up the steps, come in the room, and he's upset. Why did she give it to Ian? Why did she give it to Ian? Because it was hers to give. But Memphis was trying to tell him that she's trying to bring Ian in or have Ian in their back pocket for when they need him. But they did not like her choosing Ian for the safety pass. But who else was she supposed to choose? Why would you choose somebody in your own alliance if you don't even plan on eliminating anybody from your own alliance? Like you have all these other people, like he was mentioning. He pretty much mentioned the whole household after seeing who he had left to pick. Bailey, Davon. Of course, he said David and Nicole A. Now, Nicole A said her gut never steered her wrong. So her gut told her don't play the safety suite. But after she saw all those people play, then she felt like, she done got punched in the gut. Gut didn't tell her the right way to go. So at the end of the day, the nomination ceremony came about, and David already predicted from the beginning of the show that he was going to be part of the nominees. So of course he chose David and Nicole A to be the nominees up for eviction. Nicole A, boo hoo, cry me a river. She cried too. I just don't know. Girl, you better get out there and fight. Don't do like Keisha did and just sit up there and rely on everybody else to pull votes for you. You got to pull votes for yourself, boo boo. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And David trying to get too much machismo, bravado, and all other kind of stuff now. Now you trying to be hard and tell Memphis that you gonna come for him, but baby, you doing it in your confessional where nobody else can hear you but us. You should have did that in the beginning. You should have no. You trying to be hard. I did not like though his little speech about David. Oh, he was like, David, you sitting at the grown ups table now. It's time for you to put in work or get whatever he said. Child, Memphis is just his head was baby was when I say up there in the atmosphere, it was up there in the atmosphere. But I mean he was HOH, so he had a reason to be a little bit cocky, but he was a whole lot cocky. But he did tell Nicole, hey, well, you didn't do what I told you to do, so I put you up here. So Nicole, hey, baby, if you listening, if you win, I need you. You better go after Memphis next week. You better do it, cause you're not in no alliance with them or nobody else really. Cause one of y'all going home. I think Keisha might have been somewhat in the alliance with Nicole A, or was she? Because she really didn't talk to nobody. But David, I think David is part of her alliance. So one of them going home is going to weaken them. So I'm just ready to see what's going to happen on Wednesday, honey, when it comes down for the veto ceremony, the veto competition. What y'all think going to happen? So were the people nominated tonight? I think that's all I have, win or go home. The people tonight, were they the ones that you thought would be up for nomination to be evicted? Was it somebody else? I thought that maybe they would have kind of went after Janelle or Kesar, either one of those two, but I'm glad that they didn't. But like he said, David is a newbie still in the game because he did get out first on his season. But David, David, I need you to play hard on this video competition now. I'm going to need you to go further than the second week. I need you to do it and do it well. But we shall see. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the time for Big Brother Season 22 All-Star Episode number 6 to come on. And y'all drop down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did everybody play the safety suite that you thought would play? How did you think Memphis did? How do you think the girls are faring? Like I said, I really do think that Janelle has a false sense of security with Memphis, not knowing that Memphis is gunning for her along with everybody else. So Janelle, boo, I'm rooting for you, but don't get too comfortable, especially not with Memphis, because baby girl, he ain't with you. So y'all let me know, drop down in the comment section below, like and share this video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you can get those good church bells on the side so you can get the notifications every time I go live, every time I upload or post something on my community wall. If you have not followed me, follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/almondbrown09. If you want to email me, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just to say, hey girl, hey, email me at almondbrown09@gmail.com. Yeah, let's get this conversation started down in the comment section below. Everyone is welcome. And I will see you guys on Wednesday with another episode of My Reality. I love you guys with the love of God, and there is what? Nothing you can do about it. Bye, y'all.